Coming up, 6 new homes completed every day in Ipswich, new on-demand bulk rubbish curbside collection, oral hygiene lessons for primary students, and Council's Homeless Health Planning and Transport Infrastructure Conference motions receive strong support. It's Wednesday, November 1, 2023, and I'm Alan Roebuck. Welcome to Ipswich Today, which acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land on which it is produced and pays respects to elders past, present and emerging. This podcast is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. In this episode, it's a quick wrap of local news and stories you might have missed. So here's what's happening. Ipswich City Council's annual report has revealed a population increase of 6,228 in 12 months, or an average of 6 new houses completed each day. Mayor Harding said Council was well placed to face the challenges that come with being the fastest growing city in Queensland, with major work on the draft new Ipswich planning scheme and draft local government infrastructure plan carried out in 2022-2023. Council issued these other key stats from the most recent financial year. There were 1,340 development applications determined, 125,000 wheelie bins emptied each week, nearly 8,500 tonnes of kerbside green waste has gone to compost, 107,325 free plants were distributed, 31.5 kilometres of additional pathways and bikeways, and 22.7 kilometres of additional local roads. Residents will have greater access and more flexibility to dispose of unwanted household items with the introduction of an annual on-demand large item kerbside collection service from early next year. Ipswich City Council unanimously agreed on October 26 to appoint Handle Group as the preferred supplier on a 10-year $17 million contract to assist Council in delivering the new bagged service to residents. The new on-demand service will be available annually, and Council claims it will be more convenient, safer for residents and pedestrians, and allow more materials to be saved from landfill. In news from Moreton Health, students at Riverview State School learned healthy habits to reduce dental disease and improve general health last week. The Moreton Health dental education van visited the school with the team sharing healthy habits. The van will head to Harrisville and Tivoli State Schools during the month of November. As adults, we all know that reducing sugar intake can help reduce tooth decay. Sugar attracts bad bacteria, which can form dental plaque and lead to holes in teeth. So it's sensible to avoid foods and drinks that are high in sugar to maintain good oral health. Congratulations to Ipswich Hospital Senior Cardiac Physiologist Anitha Laxmanan, who was awarded Sonographer of the Year. Anitha received the award at the recent Echo Australia conference on the Gold Coast. Martial arts, one of humanity's oldest traditions and sports, could be the military's first line of defence against back pain and injury. That's what University of Southern Queensland PhD student Sherilyn Walters hopes to uncover as she investigates the effects of martial arts-based training during heavy load carriage. Soldiers carry heavy loads for extended periods during military tasks, which can lead to an increased risk of injury and negatively impacting on physical and tactical performance. Thanks to a Queensland Defence Science Alliance grant, Sherilyn Walters, who is a martial arts instructor, is evaluating a 12-week training program tailored to defence. The program was developed by the Martial Arts Research and Testing Laboratory, a University of Southern Queensland certified external research site founded by Sherilyn and her husband Lester. Ms. Walters' previous research found that trained martial artists had a greater ability to use the muscles and internal pressures to support the spine and generate force during tasks involving pushing and stabilising the body, and they could do this better than non-martial artists. The results motivated her to investigate whether this could be taught to people who frequently haul heavy loads, like soldiers, in a short time, and how this training affects the spine and load carriage specifically. According to the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare, more than 600 Defence Force members are medically discharged due to injury each year. Many of these injuries are as a result of load carriage tasks. Ipswich City Council received strong support from other Queensland councils after it put up 6 key motions with a focus on homelessness, health, planning and transport infrastructure at this year's 2023 Local Government Association conference held in Gladstone. Council's 6 key motions passed at the conference, and they were that the LGAQ calls on the state government to commit a regional health tour involving local government and local health authorities to understand region-specific concerns and to improve community health outcomes. The second motion calls on the state government to work with local governments to integrate their existing e-planning tools with state government review and approval of local planning. The third one was that the LGAQ works in partnership with the Queensland Department of Transport and Main Roads to review the process for the development of business cases for major transport projects, generally shifting the cost of doing so from local government back to the state if appropriate. The fourth motion called on the Queensland Government to significantly increase funding to local community providers for outreach in response to the housing crisis, recognising that housing and homelessness is the responsibility of the state. Motion number 5 calls on the LGAQ to make urgent representations to the state government to ensure that the planned amendments of the Local Government Act 2009 regarding the Office of Independent Assessor are progressed through Parliament as a matter of priority. And the final motion calls on the LGAQ to make representations to the Commonwealth Government to require all mobile phone carriers to ensure that key mobile black spots in urban and rural areas are properly addressed and resolved in a short time frame required by the Commonwealth Government. And that's it for this episode. Just a reminder, you'll find handy links in the show notes. Ipswich Today is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. This podcast is listener supported. Please make a once-only gift or regular donation to help keep it online. Just go to ipswichtoday.com.au. Follow and stream this podcast from your favourite app, including iHeartRadio, or play Ipswich Today on smart speakers. Music is supplied by Purple Planet Music. This is Alan Roebuck. Thank you for listening.